Good morning, class. Today, we're going to explore how to talk about likes in English. Expressing our preferences and talking about things we enjoy is an important part of communication. Let's get started. Firstly, we can use would like to express a specific desire or preference. For example, I would like a cup of tea, please. Now let's see an example of a daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of would like to express likes.
What would you like to have for dinner tonight?
I would like to try that new Italian restaurant downtown. I've heard great things about it.
Sure, let's make a reservation. What time would you like to go?
How about 7 p.m.? Does that work for you?
Sounds good. I'll book a table for two at 7 p.m.
In this conversation, person B uses would like to express their preference for trying the new Italian restaurant. They communicate their desire to experience something new and exciting. Can anyone provide another example of expressing a preference using would like? I would like to visit Paris someday. Excellent. That's a wonderful example. Now, let's move on to the second way of talking about likes. We can also use the phrase enjoy doing to talk about activities or hobbies that we find pleasurable. For instance, I enjoy playing the guitar in my free time. Now let's see an example of a daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of enjoy doing.
What do you enjoy doing on the weekends?
I enjoy going hiking with my friends. It allows me to connect with nature and get some exercise.
That sounds like a great way to unwind. I should try it sometime.
Definitely. Let me know if you're interested, and we can plan a hiking trip together.
In this conversation, person B uses enjoy doing to talk about their hobby of going hiking. They explain the reasons behind their enjoyment and even extend an invitation to person A to join them. Can anyone share another example of expressing likes using enjoy doing?
I enjoy reading books in my leisure time.
Wonderful. Reading is a fantastic hobby. Now, let's explore the third way of talking about likes. We can use love to express strong affection or a deep liking for someone or something. For example, I love spending time with my family. Now let's see an example of a daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of love.
What's your favorite season of the year?
I love the spring season. The blooming flowers, mild weather, and the feeling of new beginnings make it my favorite time of the year.
That sounds delightful. I can understand why you love it so much.
Yes, it brings me so much joy and happiness.
In this conversation, person B uses love to express their strong affection for the spring season. They describe the positive emotions and experiences associated with their favorite time of the year. Can anyone provide another example of expressing likes using love?
I love watching movies at the cinema.
Excellent. Movies can be a great source of entertainment. Now, let's move on to the fourth way of talking about likes. We can use like to express a general preference or enjoyment for something. For instance, I like listening to music. Now let's see an example of a daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of like.
What kind of music do you like?
I like various genres, but my favorite is jazz. The smooth melodies and improvisations always relax and inspire me.
That's interesting. I never knew you had a liking for jazz.
Yes, it's been my favorite for many years.
In this conversation, person B uses like to express their general preference for jazz music. They share their appreciation for the genre's unique qualities and its impact on their emotions. Can anyone share another example of expressing likes using like?
I like playing soccer with my friends.
Fantastic. Soccer is a popular sport that brings people together. Now, let's discuss the fifth way of talking about likes. We can use adore to express a deep affection or admiration for someone or something. For example, I adore my grandmother, she is the kindest person I know. Now let's see an example of a short daily life conversation that demonstrates the use of adore.
Who is your favorite author?
I adore Jane Austen. Her novels are timeless and beautifully depict the complexities of human relationships.
I've heard great things about her work. I should pick up one of her books soon.
You won't be disappointed. Her stories are captivating.
In this conversation, person B uses adore to express their deep admiration for Jane Austen's writing. They emphasize the lasting impact and the emotional connection they feel towards the author's works. Can anyone think of another example of expressing likes using adore?
I adore my pet dog. He brings so much joy into my life.
Wonderful example. Pets can indeed be a source of unconditional love and happiness. Well done, everyone. That concludes our lesson on talking about likes in English. I hope you now have a clearer understanding of how to express your preferences and talk about things you enjoy. Remember to practice using these expressions in your conversations and written work. Keep up the great work, and see you in our next class.